If you love crafting with your Cricut, I think you're gonna love today's video. I have the biggest announcement for you. Hey there, it's Christina from the DIYmommy.com. I am so excited and honored that Cricut chose me to be one of the first crafters to try out their newest product. Thank you so much to Cricut for sponsoring today's video and for sending me these items. As you can see, the boxes are huge, so I cannot wait to open everything up, show you what's inside. I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna give it a whirl and give you a full review of Cricut's newest product that they just dropped. All right, so I think I'm gonna start with opening this box here, and we're gonna leave this one, which is the most exciting one, for after. Oh my goodness, I'm the worst. Opened this up, and this is a docking stand, okay? So that might give you a little bit of a hint as to what's coming next if it requires a whole stand. Here is the docking stand, directions, and how to set it up. So I'm going to do that. Here is the docking stand all set up. It's on wheels here, and you can lock them. So I've locked them now, but it rolls around. It's actually relatively simple to put together, and I'm excited for this one. This is the one I can't wait to show you. Now that we have the stand set up, let's open up this box, which I am incredibly excited to show you. Let's see if I can do a better job of opening this one up. So as the box says, this is the new Cricut Venture. This is Cricut's biggest machine, their most professional machine. I think it's gonna be great for selling your own products, doing batch products, and doing really oversized projects like giant wall decals, window clings, things like that. So let's open this up. Inside we have a little setup guide here, and then in here we have all of the cords and attachments. Before we unbox the rest of the Cricut Venture, I just realized I had a whole other page of instructions finishing setting up the stand. So let's do that first. So actually here is the stand. I forgot to attach these material holders, which are actually quite clever because we're going to be using a lot of material in this new giant machine. They have the material holders on the front and the back. Now let's continue unboxing the Venture. There's some little inserts on the bottom of the machine, and they match up with these little knobs on the top of the stand. Okay, there. That was actually a lot easier than I thought. Wow, this thing is giant. Look at the size of it. You could do just massive cut vinyl projects on it, or create so many things at the same time so quickly. Look at this thing. The Venture also comes with some little sample pieces of vinyl in the wider width. Phew, I'm sweating a little bit because I ended up having to move the whole machine to my office here because it was easier to set up on my desktop than my mobile device. Rather than doing the test cuts, I am going to create a design for the back of our RV. I'm going to do a removable decal. Here is what the material looks like. 25-inch wide rolls. This one is 25 inches by 21 feet. Oh, and a little note, this acrylic calendar behind me, I had to do in pieces on my Cricut Explore 3, but with this machine, something like that could be done all in one piece, which is another benefit of the Venture. I'm creating a new project in Cricut Design Space, searching images. I want to create a mountain decal for our RV, so I'm just finding my favorite image in Cricut Design Space. Just like the other machines, it's really easy to hook up the Venture with Design Space and register it that way. You can design things just like you would with the other machines. Loved this image. I'm going to make it over 60 inches wide, and I'm excited to cut this entire thing on one piece with the Venture. I'm going to use removable vinyl. So here is my giant decal. This thing is huge. It is 2 feet wide by over 5 feet long, so 63 inches long. If I was to make that decal with my maker, I would have to make it in like 8 pieces and kind of piece everything together. So to me, this is the main benefit of the Cricut Venture, is you can cut these giant pieces. So perfect for window decor, perfect for wall decals, perfect for something like I'm doing for a vehicle like an RV. Here's what I think of the Cricut Venture so far. My first cut was honestly very exciting. I know that sounds geeky, but it was very exciting because this thing goes so fast. So the speed of this machine absolutely blew me away. I have all the different machines, the Maker 3, the Cricut Explorer 3, the Joy, all of them. This one by far was faster. It's actually really fun to watch because it just goes so quickly. So certainly that's a benefit if you are wanting to open a small business, if you want to cut multiple things quickly, if you want to cut, the large pieces quickly. Time is money when you own a small business, so the speed is certainly a benefit of the Cricut Venture. A con of this machine is just the sheer material that you have to use, because obviously you're cutting more designs, larger designs, so you need to just work with huge rolls of material. You're weeding this huge piece of material, so I find that to be probably a little bit tricky. Probably a bit of a learning curve for that. As I work with it more, I will kind of figure out how to handle just the sheer volume, the sheer amount of material. If you buy the Cricut docking stand with the Cricut, that negates a lot of this issue because of those little baskets on either side, which I think are genius because you're not having to figure out where to put these giant rolls, the giant finished piece that you cut at the end. Let's talk about the price. The Cricut Venture is $999 US. You can buy a bundle, the Venture and the stand as well, save a little bit of money there. So it is an investment. It's definitely a lot to pay for a machine. However, I think that this is the machine that you would want to buy if you were wanting to go into business for wall decals, for t-shirts. You want to cut out a lot of iron-on at the same time. I also think this would be a fantastic machine for a library. Maybe a library would want to rent it out. Also great for education, so a school, college, university. I would recommend getting the stand with the machine if you're going to buy the machine and invest in that already. The stand, I think, is a good purchase because it seems like the machine would be quite awkward on the end of a table or an island, say, because of that material. Cricut Venture can cut over 100 different materials. I will leave a link to the Venture if you want to check it out with all the specs down in the description box below, so you can kind of research more into it and see if it's going to work for what you need it for. So ultimately, I think it's an incredible machine. I'm really excited that Cricut has launched this. I know they've worked on this for many years, and I think it's really going to up the game for us small business owners. I have a business idea and I'm going to use the Venture to launch this idea. I'm going to make a part 2 of this video where, number 1, I'm going to apply transfer tape to this giant decal. They do have 25-inch transfer tape that you can purchase along with your Venture. Apply it to the RV, show you that, and then I'm going to show you my small business idea, and I'm going to use the Venture to launch that. So stay tuned for the next video. If you have any questions about the Venture, let me know down in the comments below, or just let me know what your first thoughts are. I would love to know. Thanks again to Cricut for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check out part 2. If you're new to Cricut, make sure to watch this video right here where I explain all about Cricut, what it can do, and how you can make money with it.